In early 2023, Justin Baldoni was firmly in the honeymoon phase. He saw Blake Lively, the fashion icon, the Gossip Girl legend, the woman married to the nicest guy in Hollywood, Ryan Reynolds, and he saw a peer. He assumed he was dealing with someone who would follow the standard rules of engagement. Justin's suggestion that she direct the sequel wasn't just a compliment. It was a professional green light. It told Blake, "I trust your vision as much as, if not more than, my own." When you tell someone, especially someone with the social capital of Blake Lively, that they should be in charge, they're going to believe you. The problem? Justin thought he was offering a future opportunity. Blake, it seems, took it as a current mandate. But if things started so sweetly, where exactly did the red flags start to flutter in the wind? Let's talk about that reply. Stop. You're the best. On the surface, it's a standard, bubbly celebrity response. It's the kind of thing you'd see under an Instagram post of a sourdough loaf. But in the context of power dynamics, it's a brilliant move. It's what we call the soft affirmation. By saying stop, she isn't saying no. She's saying keep going. She's validating Justin's praise while simultaneously tucking that offer into her back pocket for a rainy day. Justin was operating on manual, thinking he was just being a nice guy. Blake was operating on automatic, likely backed by a powerhouse PR team and a husband who essentially runs his own marketing empire. The power imbalance was there from the start. Justin just didn't see the caution. Wet floor sign until he was already sliding. Pro tip for life: be careful who you empower before you see how they handle a no. It's easy to be the best when everyone is saying yes. The real test of a partnership is what happens when someone says, "I don't think that edit works." So, how did this perfect collaboration turn into a set where rumors of two different cuts of the movie started leaking like a metaphorical faucet? When collaborative becomes hostile takeover, there is a very thin, very blurry line between a collaborative environment and a too many cooks in the kitchen situation. In the beginning, Justin likely welcomed Blake's input. Why wouldn't he? She knows her audience. She has millions of followers. She is the demographic for It Ends With Us. But there's a specific kind of red flag that only appears once the cameras start rolling. It starts with small things. Asterisk, hey, what if I wore this instead? Asterisk, I think my friend, who happens to be a world-famous singer, should have a song here. Asterisk, my husband wrote a few lines for the scene. Let's try those. If you've already told that person you should be the director, how do you tell them no when they start doing the director's job? You can't. You've already surrendered the high ground. Justin's birthday text was essentially a contractual ego boost. He gave away his authority before the first action was ever shouted. He assumed that because she was being cooperative in January, she wouldn't be commanding in June. We've all had that one friend who asks for your advice, but then gets mad when you don't agree with their pre-decided plan. It's exhausting. Now, imagine that friend has a $25 million wardrobe budget and the ability to call Ryan Reynolds for backup. But was this just a case of an actress wanting more control, or was there something deeper, a fundamental misunderstanding of what it means to be a professional in the spotlight? The Wayfair promise and the debut that wasn't. In that same text thread, Justin mentions, "I think Wayfair will give you a chance to debut as a director." This is the ultimate carrot on a stick. It's professional validation. For an actor who has spent decades being told where to stand and what to say, the promise of the director's chair is the holy grail. It signifies intelligence, vision, and longevity. By dangling this in front of Blake, Justin wasn't just being nice, he was giving her a goal. And Blake Lively is nothing if not a goal setter. The irony? Blake did end up directing much of the narrative around the film, just maybe not in the way Justin intended. From the marketing pivots, promoting it as a floral, where your Prince rom-com, to the reported friction in the editing room, Blake took the director role and ran with it. The lesson here? Don't promise the throne to someone who is already wearing a crown. Justin saw Blake as a human being that can act in a humanly fashion, but he forgot that in the stratosphere of A-list fame, human is a relative term. When you're that famous, your vision isn't just a creative choice, it's a brand requirement. Why are we so obsessed with this text exchange? Why does it feel like we're watching a slow-motion car crash in a very expensive SUV? Because it's the ultimate nice guy tragedy. We've all been the Justin in this scenario, the person who tries to be supportive, who tries to lift others up, only to find themselves pushed out of the very project they started. It highlights the red flags we often miss because we want to believe the best in people. Asterisk overeagerness to please. Justin's text was a bit too much, too soon. Assuming a massive star will play by the indie filmmaker rules is a dangerous game. We're finally seeing the moment where the mask of a simple working relationship slipped, revealing the complex, messy, and often cutthroat reality of creative power. So, was Justin a victim of his own kindness, or was Blake just doing what any ambitious person would do when handed the keys? Was Justin Baldoni love-bombing his co-star with professional praise, or was he just a genuinely nice guy who got steamrolled? And is Blake Lively a girl boss, taking what she deserves, or did she overstep the mark? We want to hear your take. Asterisk, drop a comment below. Are you Team Justin or Team Blake? Asterisk, share this article with that one friend who is obsessed with Hollywood tea.